Welcome back, and welcome especially to all new subscribers. Really appreciate having all of you old subscribers and new alike along. So we're getting straight into it this week and just picking up where we left off with removing the partially dismantled head casting and assembly. All sped up tracks will be silenced in this video just to eliminate some of the high pitched squeaks that go with the higher speed, and just to let you know there will be some background noise from the air conditioner in a few clips. But anyway, thanks for watching and enjoy. Well, that's got the head off. That went alright. Let's see if we can see what's going on with that worm gear in there. Let's shine a light down. Have a look. Great gods! Showing you a close-up of damage to this bushing, which is a result of poor installation by a previous owner. As a result, when someone cranked the head around, this dragged over the set screw and got badly chipped. Behold a Cincinnati Toolmaster 1B head. Get them out of the way for now. We'll need those soon, I hope. Now, there is a brass plug here, and behind that is the drive shaft, which is driven off of the spindle which drives this, which is the downfeed mechanism. And I really would like it to be working, and to get it working I have to get this shaft out and repair the gear that goes on top. I'm hoping that by tapping on this plug I can tap the shaft out. The shaft has a drive gear on it that turns this. Now that should be okay because it'll be a worm gear, and this is not held by anything other than that worm gear. There we are. That's the transmission. So now if I tap that and that shaft moves and the worm gear moves, this gear should just turn around with it as it goes out. We'll try this gingerly. Well, hot diggity, that's working. That is working. So how does the gear look the other end? Or the shaft rather. Yep, shaft is coming out. Yep, there's the worm gear. Back there. There's the shaft I'm trying to tap out. I'm just going to consult the diagram. I have consulted the diagram, and I'm pretty sure that this should come out without damaging anything else. Yes, I've now got it far enough that the plug has dropped out of the way. Basically, I'm trying to do this without taking out these shafts, and this one has to come out first anyway. There's no way for these two to come out or is there? Have a look. Let's have a think before we go too far. Let's think. The more I see, the more I want to actually take these gears all the way out. So there's two set screws there and there. There's set screws on the shaft. I think I can get those all out. Set screws here and here, and in the shaft there. These two hold the shaft in place. They've got to come out. These two hold the gears on the shaft. And I think if I take all four of these out, I can get the shaft far enough that way to disengage the vertical shaft and get that out. So you see what I've got to do is get in here with something and get these spring clips out. So I'm going to do all of this off camera. Right, well, there was some buggering about that had to go on, and there was no getting around it. I've got to a point where this is a complete strip down. Wasn't going to go that way, but here we are. So there's a couple of plugs in the front of the housing here. Here's one, and the only way to get them out is to do this. Drill a hole in it. This is the second time in my life that an easy out has actually worked. Basically, you just have to punch a hole in these caps, and then you can dig them out with something. The easy out works good for this because you're just then twisting the little cap out of the hole. And I'll just make a new cap to go in there. It's just a blanking off cap to stop oil coming out. And then I was able to tap this shaft through, and now this gear will come out because I removed the set screws. And that now frees up the vertical gear, and I should be able to easily tap that out at this point. I say easily because I am always filled with hope and positivism, and one day that will pay off. It does seem to be working here. So watch and be amazed as I'm completely wrong. Right, it's being a bit of a snot. So there is a bushing either end of this shaft that traps it, and so the only way to get this shaft out is to drive it out one direction or another. Bit kludged together, but it's moving, I think. Yeah. Now I need a ring. I got it to start shifting, and that's a good thing. I can give it a tap now. Oh, and now we can go with drifting because things are moving. Just like that. The hammering enthusiasm here is hard to watch, honestly. Just like that. And you see the bushing is damaged. What's going on to cause that? No shit, there was a set screw that I missed. There you have it. Just goes to show how when things start getting difficult, you really do need to just stop, take a step back and take another look at the problem. I let my frustration get the better of me here and I went at it with literally hammer and tongs, when gentle application of force is usually best for getting bushings and shafts out. And that means pressing things where possible. And if you do have to drift things out, do what I do here at least, which is use aluminum and brass and other soft type drifts. But if things aren't moving, stop and take another look. Still got away with it just about, but had to eat a large slice of humble pie. Starting to make me angry, which is usually a good time to stop. It's time for the dog's supper anyway. And since I made a right dog's dinner of taking that shaft out, this was a good place to leave it for the day and come back tomorrow refreshed. So I'm just giving this a clean out with kerosene, which used to be an inexpensive way of degreasing things, but now it's like pixie piddle or something. It's just alright. Got the head pretty much cleaned up now. Yeah, it came out alright. So next thing is to work our way through the various components and just deburr them, such as this is for the scroll that's used to turn the head at an angle. There's two of these. Let's go look. Now. And then here's the scroll, and so the next job is to go and sort out things like this. See, there's a burr on there, and these bushings have some scoring in and some burrs on. So next thing is just to find anything that's like that, clean it up, and because those burrs will cause problems on reassembly.